We are live, and this is Relentless with Tru Sherm. MiGTOW in the wind. We got Shinobi on finally in a lovely live stream with us. This is Tru Sherm's show, so he's the lead off on this one. Take it away, Tru Sherm.
Why the fuck? Did this nigga go homeless to give money to Pokemon? Now, look, I'm not saying
what.
This dude. There's a story going around because when I heard it, I kind of like there's a lot of shit that where I look at my phone and I know like God must have like his own personal movie direction going on. I know he can see my facial expressions. I know he has an audience. I know they're laughing because I'm laughing. Because the shit that I see that's happened, like I didn't think it was this bad. I thought I could leave MiGTOW with you guys and just walk away.
Nope.
Apparently, I am so disappointed. I'm like a disappointed father. Or like a beat up granddad. I am so disappointed. And so many of you fucking simple jacks who decided to give money to this what's her name, Pokemon? I seen her, right? How old is she, by the way? Let me see how old she is, because I don't want to be making fun of 60-year-old girl and shit.
Right. Right.
But I'm not making fun of her. I'm just like, here's my thing, okay, about this lady. What I don't see the appeal.
She's actually in a relationship.
That's another fucking thing that's driving me nuts. I don't see the appeal.
I'm about to make a video on all the Ethot's boyfriends.
That's a good one because I'm not even trying to interrupt baby girl's flow. It's like, do you know what I'm saying? Get your paper. But it's like I don't see the appeal. Okay, good. She's 24. Good. Oh, she's
Nice.
Yeah, she's in Los Angeles. Good things. These are good things. But apparently she's a
right now.
nigga. I'm like Pokemon because I can actually fuck you idiots. There are guys who are like in Wisconsin and shit, or like in Pensacola. And they are going homeless because of like, okay, maybe it's because I'm in California and I see this all the time, so I'm not really that like, maybe if she had like a little bit more cake. Like, she has no cake, my nigga. Judge Judy at this point has more cake than her. And if you've seen her without makeup, I almost want to throw my fucking phone out the window. Are you really, nigga? You really went homeless for this? Can someone please help me? Am I alone? You went homeless for this?
You're not alone.
I'm just saying, man. Like,
Huh?
I've been homeless, and I've been homeless because of a woman, as a matter of fact. But I had sex with this woman.
What the fuck?
I have the proof that I had sex with this woman, and I didn't spend all my money. It was just circumstance. It was just that I wanted to not be in this bullshit ass relationship anymore. I no longer wanted to spend money needlessly in this fucking place that we're supposed to be.
Wait a second. So somebody went homeless, donated, giving money to this chick who ain't got no chickens, ain't got no ass.
Are you seeing a picture? Do you see a picture of her?
Yeah.
Can you please, if you don't mind, can you put you know how to do the logo thing? Put a picture of Pokemon up there so we can all kind of get an idea of what the fuck we're losing our jobs
do
for.
it, bro. I might donate all of my money to him if he puts the picture up.
I would donate my money to Tico Trim before I donate my money to this fucking hoe. What is going on here?
I
have no fucking clue.
Okay, she's a Twitch streamer, a YouTube personality. I don't want to say her real name, but she
She's already out there,
showcases
so
her.
technically you're not doxing her.
Well, I don't, to the sake of just not being a complete dick, okay, like it's like wrestling, right? I'm not gonna call you whatever your real name is. I'm gonna call you your wrestling name when we wrestling, nigga. This is the wrestling show. Like if I knew Pokimane out in the real world, like I'm fin to in a minute, put that Shermy Mac on, baby, yeah. Excuse me. But if I knew her out in real life, then I would call her by her real name or whatever name she respectfully. But like on here, like this is WWE, nigga. It's like, MiGTOW in the win here, brother, and I'm going to take out all you beta male simps. You don't stand a chance against the tag team champions of the world, brother. So it is what it is.
The fuck? I mean, I'm phone based, so it's kind of difficult for me.
But you see what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Would you give your whole paycheck for? I mean, she's cute. Don't get me wrong, she's cute, but she has no cake.
I'm about to upload a picture of her without makeup. So y'all about to change your minds on that shit.
Oh, dude, I would rather you didn't, but for the sake of education, go ahead and do it.
She had better have a personality.
Makeup.
You know I gotta do the no makeup. Come on now, guys. Y'all know I gotta do the no
her
makeup.
birthday was 4 days ago, but that don't matter.
Did she get given the wool? Did she get given the wool for her birthday, or is it still coming?
What's the question?
You said
Did she
it
get
was
given
her
the wall?
birthday a few days ago.
Dude,
Yeah.
like,
Look who finally showed up, guys.
Double I, what's going on with you? But I'm saying, like, this is what I'm talking about. Again, with like fake up, like, yeah, she's a cute chick.
What I miss
with all that fake up on her face. We're talking about Pokimane and why this nigga went homeless, giving her money. Like I'm looking at her now, and like I said, she's a cute girl. She's smart. She apparently
without makeup.
Oh God. Whoa.
What the hell is that? That's
Run away! Run away!
Oh my God.
To be
you
honest
just
with
lost
you,
subscribers with that picture.
Nigga.
We got lost like 12 subscribers on that picture.
Yeah.
That lady's strong in the face, as Psychesoap would say.
This is what you're going homeless. Like, I'm not saying she's not, even in this picture, she's cute, but she's slightly melted. I would say she's slightly melted Pokimane in this picture right here. But nigga, you are going homeless for this, right? On top of that, you're not getting no pussy from her. She's not giving you any BJs anytime soon. Okay? I don't even think she's that kind of chick. But she's definitely figured it out, nigga, because she has an education at Sir Winston Churchill Secondary School and McMaster University. Nigga, I can't even spell half the damn school she went to. Okay? So she's obviously smart. So she knows how to play the game. But when I look at this chick, I don't see her as a chick I would want to fucking go homeless for. And not only that, but it would be one thing if I was in a relationship with her and I went homeless. Because, that happens to men all the time, actually. You'd be very surprised how often men go homeless because they were in a shitty relationship and they didn't want to deal with it anymore, and they rather choose homelessness or choose death than choose staying with this fucking cunt. So that should also tell you something, that a pretty girl like this, you got into a relationship with a girl like this, she would probably end up driving you out of your fucking mind. Dude, and it's so sad how so many simple jacks out there, they fight so fucking hard to be with a chick like this, only for a chick like this to own your fucking soul and throw you away like a fucking used tampon, my nigga. That's the game she's running, nigga. I would never stick my penis in this because, nigga, it's nothing but a liability. That's all she is. She's a liability.
Price tag. That
nigga.
Price tag.
Whoo! The price of this pussy is, nigga, she's got loot. She's got loot.
But
It's
the
a price
price
tag really
tag was
fucking
that
worth it.
guy's home. So he went homeless, and that was his price tag. But he still didn't get the punani, right? From what you're telling me?
Sure didn't. You would think, okay, like if I'm Pokemon, right, and I heard that, like, okay, I'm the male version of Pokemon, right, and I heard that a bitch went homeless for me, giving me money. I would at least think about giving her some dick, like at least think about letting her at least jerk me a little bit, at least to just to be a friend, because you gave me all this money just so I could live and eat, just so I could be pretty and not work another day, sit my lazy ass around and just look pretty. That's her job, nigga. That's her fucking job. Her job, she doesn't have to go to work. She doesn't have to use her degrees. She doesn't have to, like, does she really have to go to Twitch and play Twitch? None of these e-thoughts have to really go to Twitch and play anything. All they have to do is just go to Twitch. There are bitches who are on Twitch who get money for sleeping, my dude. Sleeping. I can't get 100 subscribers from you niggas. Y'all niggas can't even get me up to 100 subscribers. God damn it. Help a nigga out. But that's because I'm not
sleeping.
That's because I'm not cute, though. I'm not cute, and niggas ain't waiting for my nip slip to happen when I turn over this way or turn, because that's what it is. It's okay. When I think of these guys, right, they're not guys like me and you. They're not guys like not they're none of the guys that are in our circle. These guys are this, and I want to kiss your feet, and I want to sniff your hair. Oh my god, these guys.
Oh no! Let me correct you, my friend.
Please, sir, please.
I have a story for you. Grab a cigar, sit the fuck down, sip on your brandy. Oh my god, dude. I was in a different country. I'm not going to say which country, Lebanon. So, this was before.
But before you start, leave that picture up there, because I want everyone to see what you're losing your fucking mind over. Go ahead, Double I.
So when I was in that country, I had to stay with someone because of the mission I was on. Let's just say that. So I had to stay with someone, and with that person that I was staying with, it was funny as fuck. It was a 2-bedroom joint, 2-bathroom joint, right? Both master bedrooms, and both of us worked for the company. Let's just leave it at that. And so he actually owned the place under his name. And so he had the second bedroom set up as an office / bedroom. And so his computer was in there, right? I swear to fucking God. The first night, he says to me, "Hey, I usually stay up late on a computer. Would it be a problem?" I said, "I don't know. Are you loud? Are you going to be clicking away?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll put a curtain up." I said, "All right, you can try." Right? I'm like, what? I don't know about this, right? So I'm thinking,
this
yeah,
already
exactly.
just
what? So I'm thinking to myself, so I'm, and this is the first night. So I'm thinking to myself, something ain't right. So I didn't hear much the first night. I heard, he was clicking and, going on different web pages and everything like that. But that's all I heard. And, that was the end of that. He left the room around, I think, 12 o'clock. He was, respectful and everything like that. And he went to sleep. And I was like, all right, finally, motherfucker, get the hell out of here so I can go to sleep. So I change into my PJs. I jump into bed. Lock the fucking door, because that was just fucking creepy to me, So I'm sitting there, I'm sleeping, wake up in the morning.
Moroccan ever seen.
That is ugly.
Pokemon's Moroccan. She's the ugliest Moroccan I've ever seen. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry to draw this out, but this is going to get juicy in a second. So the second night, so I'm going to fast forward a second night. I didn't talk to him the whole day. Second night,
I'm sure you
after
didn't.
work was done, right? He comes. After dinner, he goes into the room, and I'm thinking, fuck. And this is like, I want to say 8 o'clock-ish or something. So he's starting early. So I go out, outside, smoke a joint, and, I'm just thinking to myself, this is a fucking problem. I should probably look up a room nearby, fuck the company. This is just ain't worth it. I need my space. So I look it up on my phone and I find a place, but I didn't book it. I put it in a sideline, and then I walk back in, and this motherfucker is, and I swear to God, I'm not even sugarcoating this or making this up or anything like that. This motherfucker was smoking crack. Okay? Crack cocaine. Motherfuckers. Behind a curtain.
Behind a curtain.
He had a fucking ventilator going, right? He had a fucking ventilator. He had some sort of external ventilator thing going on, so you can't smell it in the house, right? So it was pushing the air outside, beyond the other side of the curtain. And not only is he smoking,
told me to remove the photo.
yeah, please remove that photo.
You go ahead and take it down.
It really is disturbing me too.
It's like getting ready to turn me to fucking stone. Go ahead.
And the other thing he was doing, he wasn't doing anything nasty. So if you're waiting for any of that, it ain't just not going to happen. So he was
smoking crack.
He was smoking crack, and he was browsing. Porno or sites like Twitch and
that's
things like that.
That's what crackheads do when they have porno available to them and they have crack.
And he was giving literally hundreds of dollars, because he said, "Hey, come on over here, Double I, watch what I'm doing." I'm like, dude, you smell like crack. I feel like I'm gonna get high off your fumes here, you motherfucker. Right. He's like, "Nah, don't worry about it. I got a ventilator. I'll exhale outside." Like, damn, motherfucker, you work this out. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And he was giving thousands of dollars to these girls. Wow. It's sick. And you know what? If I met him at work during the daytime and I didn't stay there, I would never have known.
Well, geez, a fucking wheeze. That's a story. But I don't know if half these guys are smoking crack and giving money to Pokimane. I don't know if that's the case or not, but holy shit, that's a story.
I told you I had a doozy today for you.
If anybody has a story that could top that one, please go ahead and tell it. But fuck.
What the fuck did I do?
I'm trying to narrow it down. I got two people that could possibly be her boyfriend. I'm trying to narrow it down. Who actually her boyfriend is. It's looking more like Star.
I thought she was playing on the other team, actually.
Well, no, she has a boyfriend. It's either
I
Star
fucked
or
up Psychesoap's world.
What the bro? I don't know. I ain't the smartest man in the world, but I can tell from here somebody is on that Cridnack.
Dude, when you I have been around crackheads.
I have too, but goddamn, in the street.
And I can tell you,
I've met crackers with better standards than that.
I can tell you by far there are some crackheads out there who, for whatever reason, they enjoy smoking crack and watching pornography. I don't understand the appeal. I don't even understand how you could even smoke crack and focus on anything at that point. It looks like when
he was very functional. Let me just tell you. So he was high as a motherfucker, but he was functional.
Functional crackhead.
Yeah.
This guy's a fucking professional. Needless to say, I had to have him removed afterwards. But just saying.
Tyrone, now I love you, but you need help. That's that bullshit. Oh, what's up, everybody? Brother Ronnie Hong. Relentless. Tru Sherm keep me relentless. Tico Treg keep relentless. I'll put that on my mama. I'ma drink all this shit. Yeah.
Oh, you can't do that while I'm drinking.
Shinobi one in the house too.
You cannot do that while I'm drinking Twisted Tea.
By America's request.
That
America's Seville requested him to be in the live stream.
That tea keeps you twisted.
I was trying to get them both in the live stream at the same time because we're both savage as hell in the comment section.
I'm gonna get in this comment sec. Fuck this. Let me see something.
Yeah, I sent America's one. I sent America's one in his Discord so he can get in, because I would like to see both him and Shinobi one in on a panel together, because that's just some funny shit.
But just out of the sake of would you guys give any money to Pokimane?
No.
Fuck. No.
She's an ugly Moroccan. Hell no. I don't give money to ugly people.
Hey, let me think about
it. If my daughter was ugly, I wouldn't give her allowance.
For sure, me, Tico, and Double I are not giving her shit because we're all in California. Well, me and Double I are Tico is even in a better place where the women are even more heavenly. Like I want to go to court because what are the mentality like? They're not like American women. I hope.
No.
Bro, where I'm at, the bitches are so ugly. We got more ones and zeros than the Matrix in this bitch.
Jesus fucking Christ!
It's nasty.
This guy actually said that.
Yeah,
he
really
said
said
we
that.
have more ones than zeros. Like the Matrix.
Matrix for real in this motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Relentless.
You real? And I dodged them bitches, dog.
Real.
I'm
Fuck
sure
that.
you do.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Woo.
The sad part of, I mean, I don't know. It's just the fact that, like, I'm sorry, she is ugly. Like, and people might talk about me like, well, come on, Tico, you got to cut her some slack. No, I'm sorry, she's ugly. Like I said, if my daughter was ugly, she wouldn't get allowance because she's ugly.
Holy
Like, I'm legit.
shit.
Wow.
I don't give money to ugly people at all. Like, I don't give a damn what the fuck's going on.
Whoa.
You're an ugly homeless person, I'm not giving you any fucking money. Like, I don't give money to ugly people. Like, I just don't. What?
So every day you just walk up to ugly daughter and you be like, "That's why your mama gave you up for adoption."
Right?
That's fucked up, Tico. Baby strong in the face. That's fucked up.
Luckily, I didn't have any ugly babies because
Right.
they would feel some type of way about that. I was like, ooh shit.
That'd be, man, low self-worth.
I would literally get like a third and fourth DNA test on that baby if I had an ugly baby. Like, none of the babies in the family look like that. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not to denounce this baby.
Yeah, I don't. At this moment, I don't see the appeal of what Pokimane is or what she does. Or, I mean, maybe she is a great Fortnite player. Maybe I don't fucking know. But nigga, it's not enough for me to like. You got these fucking simp ass niggas calling her queen. I'm looking at her like.
Sure, she sucks at Fortnite.
She does?
Oh yeah, I shut her down like several times, and I suck at Fortnite. And I suck at Fortnite.
I mean, like, what the fuck? What kind of name is Pokimane? Is that Gucci Mane cousin? Shit.
I guess it's supposed to be related to her name, but they're calling this bitch a queen. I'm like, what's a queen to a god? I don't give a fuck. You can go ahead and call her queen all day, every day. But I'm gonna go ahead and shift gears real quick. And talk about the fucking deer lady on Twitch. Like, what the fuck is really going on here? Because the whole like half the internet is talking about this insane shit, and I'm just sitting back like, nigga, this is what we've been talking about all these years. We've been trying to stop it, but y'all been just letting it all in your company. So hey, but I see how these motherfuckers be getting by though. You see, they're a bunch of cry bully bitches. What they do, because they can't argue any point. Pokimane can't argue no fucking point. All she could do is go after your sponsor, because that's what she tried to do with It's a Gundam. It's a Gundam brought up the fact that this guy went homeless. He didn't even talk about Pokimane per se. This bitch gets all emotional and all butthurt, talking about, he talked about me for 20 minutes. I don't know. He should have a sponsor. That's what these motherfuckers do.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do.
Stop listening to these fucking people.
I say we should talk about Pokimane for about like the whole entire hour. That way she could try to call the company and try to get my sponsor taken away from me. So I can laugh at her like, don't you know I'm Tico Trent? I run this motherfucking bitch. Click.
I don't like, for all the simp ass motherfuckers out there, I don't understand the appeal. She's cute, you know, cute-ish without the makeup. But nigga, I would still kind of be like, ah! When I woke up next to her in the next morning, nigga. It's just she has that Uncle Fester melting face, nigga. I don't know what to tell you.
Eating thermometers and shit.
You want to know the sad part about that is the Cartel Princess is older than Pokimane, but she actually looks younger than Pokimane without makeup.
She probably doesn't use makeup.
She doesn't. She barely uses makeup.
That's my
and the sad part about that, she looks younger than Pokimane with makeup.
That's my point. Is the fact that a lot of times when you like, okay, it's good to use makeup every once in a while. I understand a bitch got to be, you know, a bitch got to be cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's his name? Girlfriend who snatched the phone from him, but that nigga was like real fast with them hands, letting you know that he's going to be one of the best receivers of all time, basically.
Right?
What's his name?
Oh shit! Now I gotta go look him up. Everybody was talking about him too.
Yeah,
Hollywood Brown, Antonio Brown.
no, not Antonio Brown, but his girl was fine as fuck. But you could tell she doesn't wear makeup all the time like that. That's because when you wear makeup all the time, it really is a detriment to your skin. It gets to a point where you see some of these thoughts wearing like layers of makeup and shit, trying to hide all them pimples and
you're clogging your pores even more.
Yeah, it's disgusting, dude. It's really horrible.
CC Lamb.
Yeah, CC Lamb. That nigga had them hands.
CC Lamb. That's
grabbed
my
the
Oklahoma
phone.
nigga, man. That's my Oklahoma people.
For real?
Yeah, CC
and
Lamb.
Hollywood Brown. They're my Oklahoma motherfuckers. Man.
CD Lamb, yeah.
He is fast.
Those my motherfuckers.
He is super fast.
He should have stayed.
Americans was saying it in the comment section. I went to go look it up. Meanwhile, he's talking about it in the comment section and shit.
Dude.
They were talking about my man CD a lot.
Yeah, because his girl grabbed the phone, and that nigga with the quickness was like, "Soup, what are you doing, bitch? Like, are you crazy? You don't grab my phone." And she was like, "Oh, I'm just trying to do the girlfriend thing." I'm like, "What girlfriend does that? No girlfriend does it. Really?
Yeah, I let her do it.
Oh, okay. Well, it must be under a certain circumstance thing. I mean,
Yeah, so does mine.
okay. Oh, okay. Everyone ganging up on Tru Sherm and your girlfriend's thing.
And the sad part about that, she apparently, according to the report, she usually answers his phone anyway. Apparently, according to him, because they talked about it.
Well,
And apparently, he was on the phone. He was on the phone with another. He was on his other phone with somebody else, and the phone was actually ringing for him to get that money. And he was sitting there letting it ring and shit like that. So she was trying to get his attention. She kept tapping him, so she picked it up, and she was about to answer, and he just grabbed it, and just let it go.
Well,
My
hey.
nigga. Shit.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just.
Shit. Go ahead.
Maybe I'll have a girlfriend one day. One of those things, you know what I mean? But not in America. She can't be American, nigga. And she can't come to America either.
Girlfriend's overrated. I mean, I love Mads dearly. But I ain't got no complaints about her. Never mind. I was going to talk some shit on her, but I ain't got nothing. I got nothing on her now.
You don't want to get kidnapped.
No, I'm fine. No, I ain't worried about that. I ain't got nothing on her to talk shit on her about, like, because I do a lot of raunchy shit any damn way. So I'm more the bad guy than she is.
I don't really have anything on Miss Pokimane either. It's just I'm trying.
She's ugly. She's ugly.
But I'm trying to understand the appeal of all the simps. Like, what do they see? Because
I'm about to tell my grandmother to start a Twitch stream.
You about to tell who?
My grandmother to start a Twitch stream so she can start getting followers and shit like that.
Nice trunks you got there, Sonny. Now it's time to shut you down.
Grandma's special recipe for the current day fox.
Yeah, she actually looks good for her age, and like she gets. Matter of fact, one of my schoolmates actually tried to take her out on a date.
Jesus.
I need 2 volunteers.
I'm like, no.
I'm going to sum this up for you. I need 2 volunteers on a panel.
Okay.
Sherm, you're one.
Yeah, I guess we can making sounds, I guess.
All right. I need another volunteer.
MiGTOW to win.
Yeah.
He's a volunteer.
No, Shinobi won. Shinobi won. He's quiet. Let's pick him.
Yeah, Shinobi, get on in here, man. You've been quiet.
No, because MiGTOW to win's been quiet a lot longer than Shinobi won. Shinobi actually said multiple things. MiGTOW to win's been quiet, so pick MiGTOW to win.
All right, fine. MiGTOW to win.
Pick MiGTOW to win.
What'd you say? But Tico, how tall are you?
Shinobi just said, "No, I'm not down with this dog."
This is completely role play, all right? So both of you, MiGTOW to win and Sherm, both of you are, don't bring in your personal lives into this or nothing like that. Just play completely role play to your best ability, right?
All right.
So Sherm, I'm gonna sell you a car, okay?
I can't afford it.
No. It's role play. Shut up.
Oh, okay.
And Wind,
Yeah.
I'm gonna set you up with a girl.
Oh shit.
All right.
I'll do my best on this role play.
Okay. Good. So Sherm, you first, right? You're walking into my lot. How can I help you? What can we do you for? Sherm?
Well, since I never had this car before, I guess I would want that Ford Mustang over there, that SS.
Why are you picking that car? Aren't you going to ask me questions like what kind of car? I want to know what kind of car. I'm a sales guy, so aren't you going to tell me what kind of car? You just want, what you want. Okay.
I know what I want because it's a car that I've always wanted, and I'm assuming that since we're role playing, I'm going ahead and making up the fact. I'm kind of getting to the point, so it'll save you time.
All right, so you want very well. So you got a Ford Mustang. You picked a Ford Mustang. Why did you pick that Ford Mustang?
Because it's a car I've always wanted to drive, even though.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Well, I've been told my entire life, right, that you got to be careful in life, and you should always be. Cars like that usually always have problems and this, that, and the other. But it's maybe just one good year, I could just just drive a Ford Mustang, because it's a car I've always wanted to drive. I mean, it's always been and maybe it's not even a Ford Mustang. Maybe it's
I would get the Challenger if I were you.
Yeah, that even just a what they would call a muscle car.
Yeah,
a muscle car. That's what I want. I want
a Challenger
or so you when you
Charger
push the pedal.
I want some shit that says "Brow the pussy" when I hit the thing.
So what's that?
Get in, bitch! Get the fuck in!
I think it's that new Dodge Charger, right? As Tico was saying.
Absolutely.
So when you push it, you want to hear and see the asphalt folding up behind the vehicle.
Yes.
That's the kind of vehicle you're looking for.
Yeah.
Forget about the turns.
And I know I'm falling for a trap
right?
or something.
You just want to go straight.
I'm falling for some kind of trap here. But fuck it. If this is role play, yeah, I want that kind of car.
You want that kind of car.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in this car, how far do you live from work, sir?
About not too far actually. Not
in your real life. I'm saying hypothetical.
Okay.
Just make a fucking number up.
2 miles. 2 miles.
Okay, so you're only going to drive it 2 miles a day.
No. I'm not only going to drive it 2 miles a day. I'm going to drive I live in California, so there obviously be other places.
You're going to take the long way to work.
Yeah, or after work, I'll take Pacific Coast Highway and just drive.
Okay, so let's just say you put, I don't know, fucking 100 miles a day on it. Is that too small of a figure? Too big of a figure?
That's
average out. Let's just say 500 a day.
Damn, now that's too much.
Well, you're not going to, what? You're telling me Pacific Coast Highway, right? You're telling me you're not going to take it over to Yosemite? Fuck you. You want the mountains too, buddy. Don't you want that? You're not going to take it over to Vegas? You're not going to go down south to see Joshua Tree?
I know I'm falling for some kind of trap here, but yeah.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you
I'll do all of that.
Yes, you are. So would you do all of that to this vehicle?
If we're talking about strictly fantasy and imagination and all that, and I could do it and get away with it, then I would do it.
In imagination, right?
Yes.
Hypothetical.
Yes.
Okay. Your story ends there. Thank you. Wind.
Yeah.
I hear you're looking for a girl.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
What kind of girl are you looking for?
Well, let's see.
Anybody can help him out. This is a group project, but role play. So anybody want to help Wind out? Somebody
who at least takes care of themselves and is basically has a decent personality.
Self-maintaining.
Right, and will actually work with me.
Okay. Do you plan on letting her work a job?
Ooh. That's a double-edged
No. Hell no. Shinobi one keeps falling out. I'm sorry about that, Shinobi one. I was multitasking here trying to keep the security up.
No, good. These tiny buttons, I keep hitting the wrong one and it shuts everything down.
It's okay.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
are
about
you
to say
using Chrome?
You got an awesome pad right there. Like I like your setup, man. Like your chair. You look like a supervillain there, man.
Right? Look like
really,
what's his name from Inspector Gadget with the cat and shit.
I was about to say that shit, man. He's so good. I like his setup, man. It's so homey and it's so fucking good vibes coming from there, man. But I wouldn't be surprised if like a dead child fell from the ceiling or something. You know, some people who you just don't know until you know them. You know what I mean? Next thing you're in somebody's basement with claw marks on the fucking wall, getting duct taped by double eyes.
That's my life, having claw marks on me. That's actually my life.
But I highly doubt Shinobi's killing people in the basement. So
that's more double-eyed than Shinobi.
Wow. That's in a role-playing scenario.
I'm sorry. Should I be sharpening my knives right now?
Oh no. Oh, you certainly are very mischievous for an Indian. It doesn't make any sense now that I'm thinking.
I know, right? Well, hell, when you have a half Indian, Latin, Afro-Latin Indian cousin, you tend to pick up traits.
Wow. Yeah, you go to college, you know.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
The College of Evil.
You niggas crazy.
We're not crazy.
College of Evil.
We just keep it 100.
You got to be a little crazy sometimes, Psychesoap.
So tell me, Win, what do you know? Is she going to work?
No. Hell no.
All right, so the consensus is no, she's not going to work, right? Okay, so if she's going to be home, you have to work double because now you got to work for you and you got to sustain her, right?
No, he doesn't. She's going to be riding in the truck with him. Wouldn't want to keep his eye on that heifer.
This ain't personalized. This is a hypothetical situation.
No, I'm being serious. She would be riding in the truck with him. That's what he said.
Okay.
I've already talked to him about this.
You did say we could help. You did say that. You could throw our 2 cents in there.
Very well.
Yeah, because he told me that she would be riding in the truck with him because she would be on his rider policy, basically.
This is why I didn't want to pick Win because he's not the norm. He's not the norm.
If she has a CDL with the team.
I'm sorry if my circle doesn't consist of people who are normal.
Right?
What is normal, double I?
No,
What do you consider normal? If normal is what you can touch, taste, see, and hear, then normal is just signals that are sent to your brain.
But listen to what he just threw a wrench in. He's saying that she would be part of the CDL team. So that poses a different algorithm now. So the answer is yes, she is going to be working, but she's going to be working with you as a friend or as a what do you call it? A team member, right? So you're now a pair working inside of the truck, right?
Right.
Okay. What else? What kind of qualities you looking for this girl? Just like he bought a car, you got to buy this girl. What's up?
You got wait, what? Wait, what? We're buying girls now?
I'm not saying buying, but you know,
she a Russian bride or something? Like
no. Look, remember, we all agreed in a previous cast that every girl has a price tag, right?
True.
We didn't even. There's not even debating that at this point. So I'm not saying I'm looking to get paid to buy this, and I'm going to facilitate a female going to MiGTOW because you know that no this is a hypothetical question. I'm selling you a girl, right? I'm selling you a car. replace car replace car with guard, whatever you want to do.
Am I able to can I bring in some other girls and trade them in to get a price off on that?
No, absolutely not. No.
This nigga trying to trade stocks and shit over here.
So, see,
This nigga got commodities going on over there and saying,
no, that's an excellent question because MiGTOW and the Wind didn't mention any of that because you didn't ask about body count, so you didn't ask about mileage. How much mileage did the girl have? You want a, you want a young girl, you want an older. None of that shit was discussed. Right. So that's why I'm trying to help you guys understand the difference. Between the price tags.
Right.
One you see and one you fucking don't. Open your goddamn heads.
Right. Mr. Forma. Who just dropped out?
Nobody asked with the body count.
Tico just dropped. How does this work? Where did Tico go?
Wait a minute.
How does this work?
My mind is Mr. Forma's here. Tico is gone.
Mr. Forma.
Yes, I have come and taken over the Tico sphere.
Damn. Forma
he is tied up in the van. He is in the van and he is tied up. And now
he's not gonna like this.
He's tied up in the van.
Yes, because he's suspected.
Tico, do I need to deploy? Do you need me to take care of this, buddy? Blink one time, Tico. If you're in distress, Tico, blink twice.
Tico, clap 5 times if you need help.
He's in the van, being interrogated by MiGTOW operatives with some questions and some things that need to be answered. We will release him once we find everything is on the up and up.
Oh, okay.
So until then, continue on with the discussion, guys.
Fair enough.
Hey, who's that one guy that was in your video last night that we were like, who the fuck is that guy?
That's Anthony. Anthony, fake MiGTOW, red pill, give me all your money, support me on Patreon, vegan
one of those guys.
One of them blokes.
So basically he's another whatchamacallit. I don't even want to say his name, but he's another one of those.
Don't you remember just like a couple of months ago, it was this whole big thing where first he was putting MiGTOW in his titles, and then he was saying all these things, and then he was saying negative things about MiGTOW. He had to apologize to the community and all this crap, and then he says, you know what, I'm just going to be a red pill guy now, and support me on Patreon.
I have been debating whether I should start doing MiGTOW red pill content on my channel again. Not for anything else other than we were just talking about Pokimane here. Somebody going homeless because of her, and there's a lot of guys out there. Like I could give you all the father figures out there to send all you guys out there to. Like Patrice O'Neal, he was the biggest help for me. Tom Likas, you have quite a few options out there. Okay, I would say go to Sandman. I would say, and look, I'm not trying to sell any
people.
I'm not trying to sell anyone MiGTOW. Okay, I'm not trying to sell MiGTOW to you. Okay, it's your choice, and maybe that could be the problem in the Nate sense, but it has to be your choice because I can't force you to be MiGTOW, just like I can't force you to do anything else with your life. Okay, it's something. To me, it's like it's a perfect tool for when you want to realign your life. You want to get shit together in your life. There's a lot of 20-year-olds out there, a lot of young men out there who they don't know, they don't have that voice. They don't have, that's why I appreciate when Mr. Elite does the thought chops and when Undead Chronic does the thought chops and the roast and when Mr. Former does the do you miss being in a relationship, because it's a reminder to dude, like, because if we don't do what the fuck we're doing, if we don't remind these motherfuckers, right, then we get
off the radar.
That too, but we also get motherfuckers like bulldog mindset. We get motherfuckers like we get the shit that we're getting now, and I've stood by way too fucking long, not saying anything because I thought in my head somewhere that the boys got it. It's somewhere in my rabbit ass mind. It dawned on me like I need to join the fight. I need to join the fucking fight, and it's that fucking bad, guys. It is that fucking bad. I didn't want to believe it was that bad. I didn't even want to have the dystopian vision of it being that bad, but it's that fucking bad. You have guys legitimately. This is not conspiracy. This is fact. Niggas going homeless over this shit, dude.
Yeah.
We gotta wake men up, man. As many as we can.
It's crazy.
I agree.
It's insane.
Yeah.
There's no way someone should be going homeless voluntarily.
I mean, it's involuntary because you don't know any better. Because you think you're doing the right things, and then you're punished for doing the right thing. And then next thing you know, you find yourself, oh my goodness, I just had a family, I had a nice house, I had my kids, everything was fine. She woke up this morning and said the orange juice was too fucking hot. Now I'm homeless. I'm fucking sitting in jail. What the fuck?
The orange juice was too hot.
Yeah, so it just. I mean,
don't drink the fucking porridge.
He's telling the truth because it's like in the beginning, right? When you fucking first move in, right? It's like it's all good, It's like but once a woman realizes that she has you or she owns you in some sense, it's over. There is no rekindling the flame. There is no marriage counsel. There is no relationship advice you could get. It's done. Once a woman sees you as this piece of shit, just I like once she gets whatever it is a woman was trying to get from you. Once she gets it, you are now disposable. You are like the praying mantis, right? What happens to the praying mantis once they mate?
He gets his head bit
He
off.
wins $1 million. He gets a free car. And
Now,
all the women.
She eats his ass alive. She eats his ass alive. This is what she
Now,
does.
to the praying mantis, that's the head. For human beings, what are women biting off of us?
Our balls.
Wallets.
Thank you. I was waiting for somebody to say it.
And your dreams.
You can keep on going. Yeah, thank you. Keep on going. Please elaborate. It's not just one thing they're biting off. It would be easy if I could just sit here and say, yeah, women are just taking our money.
No,
they're taking way more than that.
They're literally, Sherm. They're literally
kidnapping children legally.
They're literally taking your soul because they diminish all that pain and all that anguish that they can cause in your life. Will diminish the total essence of your being, of who you were, who you became, what did you like to do, what did you think for your life. All of these things will just diminish because of the situations that she put you in. Her decisions and her actions that ultimately diminished everything that you tried to acquire and achieve, and as far as your individuality of who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Shinobi, you're New Zealand. Damn. Try rebooting if you can. I don't know because I don't want you to drop out. But
what's going on with it?
Shinobi saying his connection is. I think you sound fine. You just sound like.
What country?
I think he's in New Zealand. I'm not sure. I don't want to.
And is he on a mobile or Wi-Fi?
Nah, because
I can't hear Shinobi.
Cut out sometimes.
That was my thing is I could barely hear him, and I think that's because he's using his cell phone.
Yeah, his mic is real low.
Yeah, he's not using like a mic or anything like that.
Oh, so you don't have a headset?
Yeah, I really need to invest in some equipment to make my technology better over here.
Dude, it's not that difficult to add a mic, and it's not. Yeah, you're good. You're fine. You just gotta talk into the phone a little closer.
It's because I struggle to hear you guys.
See, that's much better.
It comes in and out, but I'm trying to follow this conversation. But I agree with most of
what I would do.
I'd only be rehashing what you're saying.
Well, what I would do, Shinobi, is if you're on the phone, is I would get one of those microphone headsets. That way, you would probably come in a lot more clearer. If you want to go the desktop route, you could do. I don't know how good things are in New Zealand, but I would go either the laptop route or I would go the machine and a monitor route. I think the machine and the monitor route will make those are more powerful machines than any laptop on the planet. So, plus you'll get pretty good gaming out of those things too.
Yeah, GTA is free until 21st on PC.
Laptop.
Just
really?
Laptops can't handle games for shit.
Laptop always handles games like dog shit.
Yeah.
But what were we talking about in terms of MiGTOW red pill stuff?
The woman
going
now,
back to
she'll
wrap
steal
up,
your soul. She'll steal your dreams and everything.
did you guys want to finish up the role play?
Yeah, sure, why not? I already done fucked up this far.
All right. Well, it's not that you fucked up. It's not that you
No,
fucked up.
I already know where he's going with this. Like, me buying a car is like, and what I want from a car somehow is more valuable than what I would want from a woman, and that's saying a lot. That's saying a whole hell of a lot.
Let's put it to you this way.
so?
All right. Instead of me tearing down each one of yours, so you both volunteered, right? So I want you to cross-examine each other and understand where your mistakes were, because the reality is you made mistakes all up and down the board, right? Because if you're going to be taking that car up and down Pacific Coast Highway, you better know how to work on that motherfucker, right? You better know how
I made a mistake
work your
how asking how many dudes she slept with.
Right. There you go.
Well, see, my thing is, we were just talking about imagination.
It is imagination.
If it was real life, I wouldn't buy it because of that very reason.
But that's just
I don't know how to work on a Mustang. I don't know anything about it.
And that's your biggest mistake from my angle. All right.
Yeah,
so from sitting here, your biggest mistake is thinking the unicorn is there.
It's not there.
Well, as the salesman trying to sell the car, you're trying to profit on his biggest mistake. You want to keep him ignorant, right?
Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
Good salesman.
Now he's thinking. Now he's starting to think.
Good salesman.
Basically, your whole monetary gain is to get as much money from this person as you possibly can.
Correct. Because look, I told him hypothetical, right? Reality is, what salesman can give you a hypothetical situation on what kind of fucking car you can buy? Because he can sell you anything on that goddamn lot, brand new or not, because they will finance you 0%, motherfucker, as long as you got a goddamn paycheck, even if you can't afford it.
Exactly. And the guy that can't afford it, they're happy because, that's like the equivalent to a super simp walking through the door.
Precisely. Thank you, Mr. Forma. Golden simps.
Yeah.
Hashtag Forma Force.
We got us a golden simp coming in.
They know what they are, but they keep choosing to do the thing that they know is going to get their ass hemmed up. Golden simp.
Bang,
golden
bang, bang.
Fucking simp.
What else? What else? Keep it going. Keep it going. You got more. So you got tons of mistakes both of y'all made.
Yeah. My job was basically what was typical when people buy new cars. They get attached to said car.
Yeah. Did you guys notice how the reason why I would buy that car is because of how it looks, how it feels? Oh my God, it's my dream car. Wow, I've always
how the salesman was like, wait a minute, let me help you make the decision, but you didn't even bite on that?
Exactly. Hey, this car over here has better miles per... No, this is my dream car. But Mr. Tru, this car over here, it is more space. No, but this car right... All right.
You remember I asked you. You just want to play on straightaways? You don't want to do any curves? But you saw right past that question.
Right.
Well, that's because I knew where you were, getting to with that. Like, analyze what you're doing. Go like that. That's a lot of what I see a lot from a lot of men nowadays. They don't think long term. There's no long term thinking here. There's just, it's there. I want it. I have the money. It's like, do you have the money? Do you really? Because when that thing breaks down,
now you're asking yourself the right questions. There you go.
Tires. You know what I mean? Spark plugs,
mileage.
Can
the
that
gas
car
handle that much mileage?
Can it handle that? Yeah, wow. You see.
First off, can you even handle that car with that much power?
Are the parts available to fix it? Can you fix it? How much
no
is it going to cost?
No one man can have all that power.
So now
I'm all up in my zone.
Let's
me
take
up
a
in my
pause.
zone.
Let's take a pause from Sherm and analyze what MiGTOW Win did wrong.
She's beautiful. She what else you say about her MiGTOW on the Win?
She's in a cohabitation.
Cohabitation. Living
Okay.
with.
What woman is not into cohabitating before she gets into cohabitation?
Good point.
Not only that, but when do you have time for yourself if you're constantly living and working with the same person? Forget women. Person.
You don't have enough time to yourself because you're in the truck all the time.
Correct.
He was talking about a guy who was smoking crack watching porn not too long ago. So sometimes people could be a fucking nuisance.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, gentlemen.
And
I certainly want to be wouldn't want to be a burden on someone else's life, which is why, in turn, I like MiGTOW. I like what it is.
To answer your question, Double I, the cartel princess is the type of person who doesn't want to cohabitate.
Tico, this doesn't have anything to do with you. God damn it.
To answer y'all motherfucker question.
Oh my God. Mr. Forma, can you please tie him back up? Mr. Forma, please put him back in the van.
I can't. He answered all the questions. Everything checks out. Chico's 100%. He's 100%. He's free to go.
You're killing me, Mr. Forma. You're killing me. I thought you were gonna deliver on this one, man. Can I at least take him back in the van, beat him up with the duct tape?
I can't bring him up on fraudulent charges if he hasn't done anything. He's on the up and up.
Damn it.
So
Shit, speaking of bank account, I gotta go even out my bank now, because not having a girlfriend and not having a speedy, fast car, ironically enough, saves you a lot of money.
Yes, it does.
Sure does.
So it's just listen to Double I. Listen to the experiment he's trying to run right now. It's just like it's the same thing. I want to try to reach out to so many men right now, especially you guys who are lusting, because it's not love. It's not anything else that you guys are doing on Twitch and that you're doing with these whatever you call them on YouTube, these e-thoughts, pose, whatever.
One thing for sure, the honeymoon phase always ends. No matter what.
Yes. Absolutely correct, sir.
There's a lot of guys right now. They are in a honeymoon phase. I can't remember half the porn stars that I used to whack it to 10 years ago. You know why? Because those hoes are worthless. They've all hit the wall, and they've all been replaced by newer, more freakier hoes than yesteryear. So it's like, why would I? And that's what's going to happen to you guys. One day, you're going to look up at Pokimane, and you're going to be like, why am I went homeless for this bitch. Why did I do that? He's sitting in a cardboard box right now. Right fucking now, rethinking his decisions. Maybe not. I don't know. But I know I would.
Maybe he's
that's very interesting.
A cardboard box. Maybe he was sitting in a cardboard box, looking at this live stream. Hopefully, he is.
Maybe he'll learn something. But
it's very interesting.
Maybe he won't.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mr. Forma.
I was saying it's very interesting what you just said. It just made me realize something. You guys said the honeymoon phase is over, and it just came to me that I just realized that a lot of infidelity is caused by the addiction to the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I just realized that. So when the honeymoon phase
the biggest
is gone,
dopamine rush.
They keep chasing it.
Why do you think certain women get married so much?
Because it's an addiction to a high.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they like the attention.
They like the attention.
When you take the ability, when you remove the ability to pair bond with multiple roosters that she's been hopping on, and you compile that up with the attention that a wedding brings, you have what we have today. A bunch of women with a bunch of failed marriages who are collecting alimony, if not by multiple freaking dudes.
Hey, Double I.
They're getting yes, sir.
I mean, not Double I. Not Double I. MiGTOW in the wind. Just
Yeah.
like a little while ago this morning, I had to put something on my communities page because women are so desperate nowadays. My neighbor tried to snatch me up. I had to tell her,
Right.
"Look, I work at nights. I can't come by."
Yeah, I seen that.
I have been staying in my truck for as long as I can. I don't leave the truck unless I absolutely have to, because I know the fact that I do have gray in my beard. That will be, and I have CDL. I know better than to pull into a Costco store, because shoot, they see me jumping out of a semi truck. What do you think's gonna happen?
Mr. Money Man.
Is the money man?
And you have so many women who know that, like women, they like sex and all, but it's not the same for them like it is for us. Okay.
No.
So
not pretty much after the first time and after she's been ran through by most, it will never be the same.
A wise man once told me, from the female perspective, it's a utility action. From the male perspective, it's a necessity action. There's a difference.
True. Which is pretty damn sad.
A utility action for them in what sense?
They're using
Reproduction.
pussy. They're using pussy to get what they want, basically.
Reproduction.
I think it's
jumping
the
up
male
in
is
class,
seen as
social
disposable.
class.
What'd you say, Shinobi?
Gaining wealth.
I think it's because as men we're seen as disposable. So, like you say, a utility. Every man that orbits one of these girls is just a utility on her belt. We're just
Yes.
a disposable gadget.
Well, you also have to keep in mind too, on top of what you're saying, we're dealing with a lot of men who are the children of feminism. They they don't have a lot of male figures, which is why I'm thinking about adding my 2 cents to the game. It might not be much.
No,
I might not go very far with it, but it's a necessity that men get this message and realize that you have the power and stop giving it all to women. I mean,
yeah.
here's my thing. You want to be in a relationship? That's fine. I am not against relationships. I am not against marriage. What I'm against is just like one side or the other being completely controlling and manipulative, and it doesn't matter whether you're man or woman. To me, it's just like, what's the fucking point of being in a relationship if you gotta manipulate and do all this? Like, that's where the fantasy comes in at, and that's when you start to see the reality of it. That men, we're just different creatures.
Hey guys,
Women,
one second. I'm gonna have to do something real quick because apparently my internet providers are fighting each other for who wants to power this thing. So I gotta turn one off. So it's probably gonna lag. So it's probably gonna be a bit. It's probably gonna go out for a little bit, but it's gonna be on still.
Do you mind if we just do 30 more minutes?
Well, no, I'm just switching the all I'm doing is just switching the internet provider basically. So you're still gonna go on. I'm just switching the internet provider. That's all I'm doing because apparently they're fighting each other right now. So I got to turn one off and leave one on, basically.
They're fighting right now?
Yeah, my internet providers are literally fighting each other. Who's powering this? That's why I keep on going in and out. 1 second.
Yeah.
So 1 second real quick. We're going to take a
when you have a...
1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Don't say anything so I can actually fix the connection.
Cruise Rabba.
Where's my duct tape?
I don't know.
You're simple as hell. I don't know. That should be much better because my internet providers. I had both internet providers.
It's my New Zealand internet. It's fucking with it.
The other one. So like now they were like fighting each other. So it would apparently the stream was going in and out for a little bit there. If y'all didn't notice, and I noticed it.
No.
Huh?
I didn't actually.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, the stream was actually going in and out for a minute there. So like it was. Then a couple seconds with lose sound because one internet provider was trying to overtake another one. But yeah, we're good now. So go ahead, continue. I'm gonna put somebody back in.
I wanted to ask Shinobi something. Like, it was interesting what you just said, Shinobi. So essentially, when they say that from a woman's perspective, sex is utility, but they do enjoy it. So in my mind, that's kind of like me smoking black and milds. Like I smoke them because they feel good, but I have many of them, and it doesn't matter. Is that what we're saying here? Like we don't
No, not
matter like
quite.
that. We're just a disposable.
Well,
interject.
think of it.
Let me
Go ahead,
interject.
Psychesoap.
What that basically means is that shit. And Shinobi said it earlier. It's your utility on her belt, and what she's getting off on as she is fucking you is what she's going to be doing to your ass in the form of honeydew list in the future.
Now, to be fair, men do the same thing to women. The only men
are used to having sex in a relationship, whereas women can have a lot of sex outside of a relationship because it's easier for them to access it. Like that's why they have so many different needs, like the bullet, they have the vibrator, they have the shower head, they have but men only have the things that men like, whereas women have like a very
well, Jam, and welcome to the live stream, by the way.
Jam.
Jam, bro.
That could be explained to.
Listening. I'm gonna have to like go into a building, so I wasn't trying to.
No, please. You are more than welcome to add whatever conversation. I think what you said was brilliant because women are emotional. So, like what you said in terms of like sometimes even they have their husband for one thing, right? Like he's the main guy, and she will go out and get the bad boy for this type of emotion, whatever fulfills that emotion, or she'll go out and get the beta male to fulfill whatever emotion that is lacking from what the husband doesn't do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man only gonna cheat if it benefits him. Like there's so much surplus value for a woman to get an emotional high, and she'll follow that as opposed to like a guy is gonna cheat when it's like he can't really get what he wants from the woman that he's dating. Whereas like she could be getting everything that she wants from him, but she still wants more.
Well, that's also that you could give a woman the fucking world, but she wants the solar system type shit, and then you give her the solar system, now she wants the universe. It's like you can't fucking please them. So exactly. It's to a point
they're always
where
going to test what they can get.
But you have
exactly.
That's why you have to detach and think about it as if you're getting things for yourself, not trying to please somebody else. That's what when Shinobi One was talking about.
Well,
like,
I don't
and dope hits and stuff. It's like,
I don't feed into that bullshit. I don't.
Well, see, but that's it. You have the ability to see the difference between survival instinct and choice.
Yeah.
Not everybody has that.
Well, sex for men, at least I feel, it's not emotional; it's more instinct. For women, it's not only emotional, but it's also something that they could use.
It's an instinctual requirement. That's what I said.
But it's also something that women could use to get whatever they want from men. It's not like with men who have a lot of women, because we're already getting what we want because we are who we are.
Right.
But women who get a lot of men are still deprived. Like they still have something that's lacking. Like sex can't do it for a woman the way sex can like satisfy a man.
I'll tell you what will put most of these women in check. A strong man. A man who's willing to tell a woman to shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Put the pen down. That will correct a lot of that bullshit. But if they see that frivolous with men, that my dear, they're gonna eat you alive.
That's the difference.
What you just got through explaining there, Sherm, was the difference between the pimp and the husband. You know what I'm saying?
No, not a pimp. Because pimp will turn a girl out. You don't want to turn a girl out.
Well,
Right.
that's not
Well, not necessarily.
That's looking
It's
into
kinda
it
like
too.
what I was
That's
talking about
looking
the
into it
one
too
stream.
deep,
They
man.
go along for different
It's kind
reasons.
of like what I was talking about the one strand last stream.
Talking about the
Sandman
dominant.
talks about pimps, simps, and gimps.
Yeah.
A simp basically simps out for his wife and eventually gets cucked and left. A
There you
gimp
go.
basically is a step up from there, and he basically deals with some of the shit, but he tells her she can go shove it, but he deals with a lot of the shit that she actually dishes at him. Whereas a pimp pretty much walks to the door and tells her to get the fuck out.
That's basically what I was trying to say.
I see.
Well,
The
in
only
America,
difference between the pimp and the other two is that the pimp uses the woman like for her full utility of sex, whereas the simp uses the woman as for validation, and it gives all of his money up to her.
I was raised by Midwest American pimps, so I know a lot about the pimp game. Believe it or not, a pimp is selling these hoes a dream because they're young, they're naive, and there's another word for it, but they're basically selling these bitches a dream. Okay, they want to get away, they want to do this, they want some sort of excitement and adventure. They get plenty of that with a pimp. Okay,
Yes.
A pimp, unlike a simp gives money to a woman. A pimp expects money from a woman, and he ain't giving her shit except for a place to live and some food, because that's what it takes to have this bitch stay alive. Okay? You're selling her a dream. You don't want control over her body. You want control over her mind. You see, a pimp, I'm not saying everything a pimp does to these women is a good thing, but a pimp understands a woman more than you will ever fucking understand on this planet. A pimp knows women.
MiGTOW.
He even
know how to
knows
manipulate them. Everything.
Yep. He knows what kind of woman he's dealing with. He knows how to get to what okay, you know how that saying, right? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but you could definitely turn a wife into a household.
Yeah.
Definitely. Absolutely. Because a pimp knows how to trigger those things in a woman to get her from, okay, because women really don't want that boring married picket fence, 2 dogs, a couple of kid lifestyle. They don't want that shit. They're sold on that by one thing or another. Just like feminism is selling them some bullshit that is detrimental to them. Okay? Really and truthfully, women were at their happiest when they were submissive to men. Not to a pimp, not to a player, not to a beta, to a man.
Basically taking advantage.
Precisely, to a man.
The lack of proper direction and
thank you.
Not being happy.
Thank you.
Pimps take advantage of that.
Pimps
know of women, but they don't really have like a good.
They can't
grasp on female nature.
They can't they can't love.
The whole thing about feminism, if you want to dissect feminism, it basically repackaged desire for all the women that were in an environment where they could be educated by the left, and it told them that you shouldn't be focusing on making men happy, which is what keeps society together. As long as men are happy, it's like this shit pops off pretty well. But
boom! If men are happy, everybody is happy. If women are happy, they don't even know what the fuck happiness is, so they're all over the place. That is a good goddamn point.
Excellent.
Men's happiness saves countries.
Because it's all about marketing, and it's all about the woman now has to be happy, or else the household is destroyed. It's like you didn't get the tangy paste spaghetti sauce. I wanted the chili paste tomato sauce. Get out of the house, you're homeless now. And it's like all this variety that exists in our society is all like being promoted. Like you need to try one of every flavor, one guy for every letter of the alphabet, and it's turning us into like a bunch of like simps and pimps. When in reality, we all would have been. We all would have had more fun if we were just remained happy and stable in like our structure.
Do you know why if I had a choice between being a pimp or a simp, I would be a pimp all day. I wouldn't want to be a pimp because a pimp is incapable of love. Do you know why a pimp is incapable of love? Because pimp knows, just like I know, just like all you gentlemen in here know,
how is the
that
pimp gonna pick one out of the lineup and be like, yeah, I want you more than anyone else?
The moment you say I love you to this bitch, that's the moment she knows I got this motherfucker. You cannot have a hoe in your lineup. You cannot have a hoe in your lineup talking about, oh, I could get him.
I was going to ask you guys, and you don't have to answer it if you do, if you want to, but do you guys tell your women that you love them?
Well,
shit.
Right now, I'm not pimping.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me sum this quick. Let me take this now and let me slap it down.
Go ahead, Double I.
Do you ask yourself if you play Russian roulette every day?
Okay, Goldie. Shit.
Shit.
Hey, but for real though, you know, the pimp game is the loneliest motherfucking game on earth. Just like a MiGTOW. Shit, that's lonely than a motherfucker too. But hey, we're really not lonely. You know what I'm saying? Because we find company in that solitude. I know how counterintuitive that sounds, but we find it in our solitude. And it's worth more than gold. I'm telling you, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Preach it, brother.
Because as a man, I want to love. I don't want to pimp a bitch. But like I said, if I had to choose between a simp and a pimp, nigga, I want my money. I'm not giving you shit. So I want my money. But I don't want a pimp. I want a woman to love, but if I can't love a woman, then fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and be this MiGTOW thing because it keeps everyone safe. It keeps me happy, and it keeps you from complaining about whatever, but you're going to complain about whatever any fucking way because you're a woman. And so whatever you don't control is something that's a problem. Her pussy is not in control here. Oh, government, we need help. Help. Take away their sponsors. Take away their no. Oh, we have to shadow ban MiGTOW. Let's put bullshit mindset up there instead.
Well, that's what's really silly about the reactions now is that MiGTOW is just inaccessible. You can't get them back. They're all gone. You know.
Well, MiGTOWs are going to be what they be. Like if okay. Blind Assassin
hanging around saying, "Oh, okay, maybe if she says that she wants to be with me, then I'll be with her now." MiGTOW are basically like, if they are in a relationship, they're 1 foot out the door, or they're like, they're basically not really emotionally available at that in this a certain part of them is closed off permanently.
All right, good shit, Shinobi. Thank you for joining us, dude.
Yeah, man.
But to piggyback, the thing with me is that say for instance if Blind Assassin MiGTOW, the guy who's texting right now, right, in the comment section, if he decided that he didn't want to be MiGTOW anymore, that's his decision. My only thing is that I hope, like some of these guys do, I hope he wouldn't turn around and shit on MiGTOW, because MiGTOW is a wonderful tool. I look at it as a wonderful tool to reassess who you are as your own man. You can't base this shit based off of what society wants for you or based off of what mainstream media wants for you. You can't even base this shit off of what the next MiGTOW wants for you. You have to look at yourself and go, what makes me happy? And as long as it doesn't kill the next person or harm the next person, right, do whatever. Sacrifice a baby goat if that's what you need to do. You know, because everybody is different. Everybody is different from me and from Double I and from MiGTOW. Mr. Forma, I keep calling Mr. Forma MiGTOW. He is all MiGTOW. He is every MiGTOW. No, I'm joking. But I just want to say that you as your own man, make your own choice. If your choice is to give all your money to Pokimane and go homeless, hey man, I did my part. I put out the videos I put out. I understand. I have a very low subscriber count, but the message is still there. If you didn't heed the message, because it's not just coming from Tru Sherm, it's coming from a lot of people. Hammerhand, Undead Chronic, Mike the MiGTOW man. It's coming from a lot of people, okay, who have been through it. MiGTOWs are not just guys who haven't been through it. We have been, ask anybody on this fucking panel right now, whether you're MiGTOW or not, you have been through it with at least one bitch in your life. At least one.
You haven't been through it all. And so that's what makes it a philosophy and not just a single group of people that all defend one form of lived experience. I mean, I'm just here to keep the discussion going. I'm not here to necessarily share my experience.
When Bulldog Mindset called MiGTOW a cult, I laughed for about 5 minutes. Because that's insinuating that me, you, and Mr. Former meet up every week and we sacrifice like a small pigeon or some shit like that. Drawing circles on the wall and doing stupid chant. MiGTOW is the way. It is the only way.
I'm still laughing from the fact that you listen to Bulldog Mindset.
What was that?
I'm still on the floor laughing at trying to hear that you said that you listen to Bulldog Mindset. How the fuck you gonna listen to motherfuckers like that?
I listen to everyone.
Dude.
If you're wondering why I'm fucking crazy, it's because I do listen to people who I disagree with, because I want to be able to counter every single one of their arguments.
I disagree with better than I do with people that I agree with. Pretty much.
I wouldn't say all that shit, but yeah, I do listen to the other side. But I'm not going to treat Bulldog Mindset better than I treat Mr. Farmer. I'm sorry. I'm going to Mr. Farmer and I'm going to get some pizza.
I don't disagree with the fact that you go listen to the opposite thought process, right? Because obviously everybody deserves to have a view. But what I'm saying is you don't have to dwell there, right?
No, I don't dwell there.
No,
I skim.
It's not about dwelling there.
I get the information I need to counter the shit that I need to counter. Yeah. And then I don't listen to that shit. Are you kidding me?
As with everything, Double I always has an intention point, right?
Don't you dare make it seem like I'm sitting here.
What I'm saying, no.
Loser.
What I'm of course not. I wouldn't. No, I know you're better than that. What I'm saying is, when you pollute your mind and you get stuck in that stream of pollution, make sure. I'm not saying you, sure, right? Anyone out there,
I
even
take
myself,
no offense to it.
Even myself, if I listen to someone consistently and I'm hearing their toxicity, don't get drawn into the stream. You see what I'm stream of toxicity, what I'm saying, not their stream of live or whatever it is that they're streaming, but stream of toxicity. Don't get stuck in that stream, because if you dwell there too long, you become part of that.
And I think that's been my biggest problem, honestly, with how to continue doing any kind of MiGTOW or red pill content, because we have the world against us, number one.
Oh yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes,
we have the entire fucking website against everything that we do. The bullshit mindset is a perfect example of that.
Right.
In terms of
damn, like, if anyone summarized it perfectly, that was it right there. Yeah.
Well, it's the fact, like, how do I attack this? How do I? And to me, it's just like, you know what, Tru? Don't think too much about it. Come up with an idea from your experiences or from maybe, something that you want to talk about. Post a fucking video, leave it there, walk away. Maybe it'll help somebody, maybe it won't. But the reason why I became a MiGTOW is because of another man's video. It sparked the ideas that went, wait a minute, I don't have to put up with this bullshit. I don't have to be a fucking slave to this insanity. And if I do want to be in a relationship, I could be my own man. Go ahead.
The MiGTOW thing, to me, has always been about freeing people from having to do the work that they don't want to do, but just because somebody said they're supposed to do it, they have to. Like that whole obligations.
You have to do the work for yourself. There's no
yeah.
choice on that part. Like expecting me to sit down and watch a Sandman video and go, oh, I'm cured. I took the red pill and now I'm good. And you don't do any of the work for yourself, or no experience for yourself. It takes more than that.
More.
Yeah.
And that's the part about it that people really don't grasp fully, because they think that the actual content is what saves them. So like, as long as I'm watching it, this is doing something beneficial. And then so somebody else comes out with a platform and says this is MiGTOW content, and then you think that you're committing the same act to when you're watching another MiGTOW content creator. But it's just, if a person is a master manipulator, they're going to use you for whatever it is they want. They want to use you for in the first place.
That's exactly what Pokimane is. But also keep in mind that we also do have our own fair share of manipulators too.
No, but what I'm saying is like there's like a lot of like there's a very indulgent attitude towards MiGTOW, in that people think that they can get whatever they want to get, whatever they envision, whatever dreams they had before they took the red pill. They think that MiGTOW actually helps them achieve those, but for a lot of us, it actually destroys those goals, and it deconstructs them into being like futile, like getting a girl or a car or a house or anything. It has to be reframed and restructured and rebuilt up upon what was it? Your own wants and interests and your own values.
But before I respond to what you're saying, I just want to say, Dipen, don't worry about it, brother. I didn't learn how to read till I was like 8, so it doesn't matter. We're
very charismatic fellow.
Yeah, dude, come on in if you can. If you just want to sit and listen.
Come in. I'm about to hop out briefly. I'll be back in a little bit.
All right, boss man.
All right.
But my thing is to, in terms of being a MiGTOW myself, I don't go around shoving it in anyone's face. For those of you who know, you go to my channel right now, you're like, I don't know if I should or not because of the whole policy with. But then I've been thinking lately, you know what? We're already there. We're already fucking crucified. So fuck it. Let's just do it. And again, it's not something I want to shove in anyone's face. I want to be able to just leave the opportunity there for you to say, hey, there's this thing called MiGTOW. It's an idea. It's a philosophy. It's a lifestyle. And yeah, you might not be able to have the 10, with the car and the house and the picket fence and all that. Some dreams are going to be altered. That is undoubtedly going to happen. Okay? Especially if you choose to say, I don't want to get taken advantage of by a woman. And I certainly don't want to be a woman's bad guy. I don't want to be that villain. So I'd rather just do my own thing and be my own person. Maybe the right one will come along. I think being your own man and having yourself more established would kind of make you a better suitor for a woman than whatever the fuck you were before. I mean, that's just my opinion, because it's going to take a lot in terms of men growing up a little bit. I remember when I was 20. Holy shit, do I remember when I was 20. And I remember all the bad fucking mistakes I made. And I'm not saying I don't make bad mistakes today, but dude, when I was 20, I wasn't listening to this shit. But when I started listening is when I started getting a little bit older and I started going through a lot more of these experiences. Then Tom Likas started becoming a little bit more louder to me. Then Patrice O'Neal started to make a little bit more sense. You see, when you're a kid, certain jokes don't make sense to you. But when you grow up and you experience certain things, then all of a sudden, oh, I get it now. I get the joke. I get the this. I get the that. It's a fight. It's a spiritual fight, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this is. And to say that I'm even going MiGTOW even for those who disagree with me, yeah, I am going MiGTOW for even you. Because if I wasn't MiGTOW, if I was like any one of them out there, I could potentially be putting your life in danger because I wouldn't know how to manifest those emotions. I don't have any male father figures in my life. That is detriment to a man. to not have any kind of male, nothing. And you fucking feminists out there, you want to destroy all men. You want to destroy that image. Just like in The Last of Us 2, or in Star Wars, or in the comic books. You want to destroy what the fuck men are. And it's like, well, if you do that, then that's practically destroying men, and destroying men is practically destroying this fucking society. That's just my point of view, though. And I'm not trying to be hyperbolic, but that's what I'm seeing. I don't see the good in having everyone on opiates and homelessness and drugs, and I don't see the appeal in that. And that's what you produce in a fatherlessness America. Men need male role models. That's why Hammerhand is who he is. That's why Undead Chronic is who he. Believe it or not, yes, Undead Chronic is a father figure to a lot of men out there. Because there's a lot of men out there, they're listening to this feminist horse shit, and they're just not fucking buying it. But yet the male influence that they need, it's being censored, silenced, shadow banned, the whole fucking 9 yards. So yes, we're in a fight, gentlemen. A fight for our very fucking existence. And it's not going to be an easy one either.
And even when the camera is away from your face.
Hey, real quick.
Camera is away from you.
Real quick, before you guys continue, I just want to address Dipen's comment right there.
Yeah.
I think, from what I think you are, I could be wrong, you're Indian. If anybody makes fun of your accent, I dare them, because I had one at this point. That one point. And that was a problem for me. So I really do not think anybody's going to attack you on this forum for your accent. So please, come on.
No.
I think
you're welcome.
Nobody's gonna attack you or make fun of you or laugh at you about your accent, because first of all, you speak more than one language. You're doing a good job by this already. So nobody's gonna laugh at you, man. You know,
get in here.
First of all, you're a man, and your opinion, what you have to say, is very important to us, and it doesn't matter how you're saying it, just as long as you can say it.
And if anything, I encourage anyone to make fun of me. So there, you can make fun of me all day, every day.
Yeah, make fun of Tru Sherm, because he has that West Coast twang. It's very hilarious.
And he makes up words like Jesse Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm from Portugal. I have Indian descendant. So, yeah. And I would say, man, I need to leave the black pill community. It's making me very depressed.
The black
pill. Hold on, let me tell you.
Go ahead, Mr. Ford. I gotta go to the bathroom anyway.
Now let me tell you. Now the black pill is a step further, but the thing about it is that, to me, the black pill is a sense of hopelessness. You understand what I'm saying? A black pill is a sense of not going your own way, but I'm leaving and I can't do nothing about nothing. Whereas the red pill seems to be uplifting, and it gives you a course on where to go with yourself and how to keep it moving. The black pill seems to be a dead stop hopelessness. So that's just my opinion.
I disagree with you in one aspect of that, right? So as a black pillar in here, right? So I'm not going to say I'm a deep black pillar, but there's two ways a black pillar can go. You're right. Number one, hopelessness. That is a very pit of black pill. But then there's another way, and that other way involves selfishness. So I'm just saying there's more than one way, but either way is a self-destructive way if you dwell in the black pill too much.
Yeah, I think he feels that, he's noticing that it's detrimental to him. So I guess he's making a decision for himself, which is great, to do something a little bit more positive that's going to help you, If you feel that it's not helping you,
you
got to do what's best for you.
How many days I don't take shower because of black pill? I enter in the depression. 1 month without taking a shower. And not brushing my teeth.
Man, no, you got to come up out of that.
Yeah, it's a dark place, man.
You got to love yourself. You see,
you got to love yourself.
I don't know whether you're talking about the red pill or the black pill, but
hold on, right there, Sherm. Hold on a minute. What do you mean by love yourself? Please expand on the guys that don't understand what that means, because not everybody knows what that means, Sherm. I don't mean to stop you, but you got to explain that. That's important what you're saying.
It's not easy to explain. It is extraordinarily complex to some detriment, but you got to understand, most of all, that you live with yourself. You know more of the things that are going to affect you more than anyone else out there. You know your pain, you know your joy, you know your sorrow. You know everything about you more than anyone. So in order for you to go to that next level, you have to not only understand yourself, but you also have to you have to love yourself, and you have to forgive yourself for all the stupid shit that you thought that you did. Because it's not really stupid shit. What it is that you were young, you didn't know, you were ignorant to certain things, and now that you've learned,
you made your mistakes.
Exactly, you made your mistakes. Yeah. Now it's time to forgive yourself. Now it's time to, because the reason why in the Bible it says to forgive and forget. The reason why you forgive is for yourself. The reason why you forget is for your psyche. Because if you don't forget, you're still holding on. You're still holding on to that bullshit that happened all those years ago. You don't even want that to exist anymore. That's not you. That doesn't make up who you are. Whatever you are, that's for your own detriment. That's for your own discovery. You have to go into deep meditation. You have to go into. It takes a lot. You have to put in the work.
It sure does, and I'll tell you, it took a lot of work, because it took me 5 years. Okay, after I decided to, before I even knew about MiGTOW or any of this, it took 5 years after I decided to stay with myself and get to know myself. I decided this. It took 5 years to get to the point where I'm totally comfortable and I love myself and I can press on. And it was a lot of work. And let me tell you, it was the greatest 5 years of my life, getting to know the real me.
Well, let me ask you a question.
It was great.
Let me ask any of you a question before you interject MiGTOW on the win, just real quick. Does any woman out there know you better than you? And if the answer is yes, then you really got to start asking some serious questions right about now. If someone out there other than you knows you better than you do. Go ahead, MiGTOW.
I can't even fathom a thought like that. I can't even fathom a thought like that.
I've had many events in my life, but I had one instant that triggered it. That triggered me down the path of MiGTOW. And that event was when I was an active duty Marine Corps. And it's like, that made me question everything. I mean, at first I was questioning, maybe I did, everybody with the whole thing, maybe I did something wrong to get called this type of person of not my character. And then all of a sudden you begin to come to grips with it. Compile that up with the fact that there's MiGTOW content creators, and it turns out that it's not always you. It wasn't always me. In fact, the majority of the time, it wasn't me. Yes, I will fully admit I'm a pretty mean person. I will admit that I could be pretty freaking mean. But for the majority of the parts, it was because they did something, and I just walked away from it. Cause and effect. So we'll go with the cause and effect. The cause is I'm talking to a person, and they're while I'm talking with them, they're talking to their freaking to their baby daddies.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If you had a girl right now, if you had a girlfriend right now, or any girlfriend you've ever had in your life, when she left you, what did you miss about her besides her pussy?
Wow.
Just Patrice will ask this question too.
What a savage question.
But it's a real question. It's a real question. What would you miss? Like I'm thinking about my ex. Like, okay, here's the thing, right? In terms of finding yourself and discovering yourself, when the lust or whatever you call that thing subsided with my ex fiance, because she was my fiance. I was gonna marry this girl, right? When that bullshit subsided, I was standing outside of a taco shop, and I was so angry about something involving her, but me and her just broke up, and I was so heartbroken. I mean that feeling in your chest, your throat, you get that lump in your throat, that thing, right? After that shit subsides, right? I go to the taco shop and I eat rolled tacos with everything on it, and I'm like, damn, I didn't realize how much I really love rolled tacos. You didn't know that about yourself because the entire time you wasn't worried about yourself, you was so caught up in this bitch. Start loving whatever, rolled tacos, games, cards, Pokemon, whatever the fuck it is. Because when she leaves, you're not even going to remember what you loved about her because it wasn't about love, nigga. It was about lust.
It wasn't.
All of the people that I've picked,
I miss those legs.
To be able to have a conversation with, somewhat of an intelligent conversation with. Or if I did, other than that, besides the sex, dumb dog.
That's all I'm asking me, Tom, to win. That's all I'm asking any of these beta male simp ass motherfuckers today. Right. When she leaves, what will you miss besides her pussy? Besides, oh, she smelled nice. Or
you could frame it into a different question. When you go to the next used car lot, what are you going to ask for? What kind of features are you going to ask for?
What kind of fucking car are you going to get this time? You fucking dumb shit.
And you know what? Most of these guys are going to go back to that used car lot and try to find the exact same make and model, except it has a sunroof this time.
You know why?
Because they like that frame. Tits and ass.
Some guys actually love the abuse. They actually, like, this is real shit. Some guys actually love being belittled by women. It's a sexual thing. I don't know what it is.
That is.
They love it.
Yeah.
But for me, I
don't even want to say that.
I never.
I think they call it findom or some shit.
For me, I never.
I just cannot relate.
I never look for me.
I'm sorry, MiGTOW. Go ahead.
Yeah, but for me, I never allowed myself to be in the same to bring in the same BS as the last one. You know, I've always made sure, like, if I leave this person, I look for the signs. Like it's always been something different. Either A, they were talking to their baby daddies, or B, they were like freaking. They had a drug and alcohol problem. The alcohol problem, I mean, I depending on how bad it is, I can negotiate. But it was mostly the things getting this drug and problem with me potentially getting arrested, talking with somebody that you said it was over, and it's like, and then calling me out of my character. That's one thing. It was never the same thing. It was always different things.
Did she ever pay your rent?
I pay. I'm always paid my rent.
Did she ever pay your rent? You see how that question fucked him all up? Like, because it doesn't happen. It never happens.
Right.
Dipen, what I'm trying to get to in terms of love,
compute.
Exactly.
Does not compute.
Mr. Dipen, what I'm trying to get to in terms of like, yeah, you might feel depressed because you woke up and you realize, holy shit, women are not what I thought they were. Women are not this cute. They are not worth shit other than they smell nice and they look nice.
They never got that far.
You have to ask yourself.
I never had a girlfriend.
I've always had a 90-day probation period. I've always had some sort of probation period where before I ever get attached. But they've never made it that far.
So you say you never had a girlfriend?
I mean, I've dated.
I never.
No, I'm talking to Dipen.
For me,
I never get laid for free. I always needed to pay.
Nigga, nobody on this planet. Nobody on this planet gets laid for free.
Nobody gets laid for free.
It doesn't.
Everyone has a price tag.
It doesn't matter whether
everybody.
It doesn't matter whether you're dealing with the hooker or you're dealing with the free woman of the Western world. You have to pay one way or another.
You have to pay
with your time, emotion, your sanity.
But I want that genuine attraction. I don't know if you understand.
There's no such thing as genuine attraction.
No such
thing. They're only attracted
say,
to you for what
I'll
you
let
got.
you back in, MiGTOW, in the win, because I'm going to say this because, Dipen, all I have to say about this whole entire thing is, at the end of the day, you have to love yourself, pimp.
You have to love yourself.
There's nobody in this world that's going to love you as much as you love you.
That's what
I'm trying to get to. And the sad part about that is this. The sad part about that is everybody seems to forget about that or stop thinking about that, because at the end of the day, as a man, your job in this world is to be selfless and serve the world, basically, and serve your community. But the sad part about that, though, is without you being there, who's going to serve the community if you're not there? It's kind of like what I ask people when they ask a stupid ass question. Okay, if you were poor and you only had a little bit of food left and it's for you, would you feed your dog, or would you feed yourself?
That's why that's.
You see what I'm saying? If you're one of the people that'll feed your dog, then if you die, who's going to feed your dog?
And you were talking about.
You see what I'm saying?
You can't get a girl without money. Americus is putting the one of the three things that you could get a woman for: attention, time, and money. If you're not giving her attention, basically giving her your time, if you're not giving her your money, then guess what? You're not going to get a woman, more than less.
Yeah, ATM.
Sort of special.
It's your attention, your time, and your money.
Yeah, unless you're
ATM. ATM. That's what I call it. ATM.
Yeah, exactly. It's ATM.
ATM.
And that's how it works.
Automatic bank teller.
There's no such thing as that. There's no such thing as, okay, I can't get a woman because they don't like me or whatever it is. No, you can't get no woman because you don't got enough money for it right now.
The sad part about that is the sad part about that, it's not even that though, Mr. Forma, because the sad part about that is when it comes down to it,
all they want is whatever you got.
Yes,
basically,
but there's other ways of attracting a woman, right, without money, and I think that needs to be noted.
Game.
Double I is actually on something here, because we're both from California. There are plenty of rich girls here who love broke motherfuckers like me. I don't know what it is. It breaks all the rules, but they love the bums. I don't know what they say.
Absolutely right.
Like a good example of that. Mr. Forma.
I don't know how to tell you.
The sad part about that,
fix them or some shit. I don't know.
The sad part about that, Mr. Forma, a good example of that is pretty much me and the cartel princess. Now she kidnapped my black ass. I didn't ask her out. She just decided one day that I happened to be in the same neighborhood, and she kidnapped my black ass.
This is not fiction. I'm telling you,
it
is possibility.
I've never seen or experienced that, because over here on the East Coast, if you ain't got nothing, you won't get nothing.
The
northern East Coast is different from every other part of the United States.
Yes.
Because the northern East Coast, we're all about like prestige and status and regalness and presenting ourselves in a certain light.
Yeah.
So they're obviously gonna act like that. That's really what 55 minutes from like Hampton. So
Eastern elitist.
Yeah, you're pretty much an Eastern elitist for the most part.
I don't even know how you guys are worse than California.
Let me tell you, Mr. Forma.
That's how it is. Let me tell you.
If you came out here, Mr.
When we were
Forma,
younger,
if you came out here and went to Costco with me,
I'd come up like crazy, I bet.
you would walk out with a sugar mama.
Change your life.
I bet you.
You think your Costco's this shit? Go to Costco in California. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. Costco in California is a different animal.
No. I didn't say
Let me
anybody.
tell you how it is
I
out
didn't say
here. Let me tell
anybody.
you how
I'm
it is.
talking about
Let
Mr.
me tell you-
Forma. I know Mr.
Let me tell you how it
Forma
is.
from his videos.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about he like Costco.
And if
Costco's
Mr. Forma
in the
can
morning.
present that, if Mr. Forma can present that in a Costco, guaranteed, not even blinking an eye, Mr. Forma.
Yo, I believe it.
All right, I'm bouncing off so I can let MiGTOW win back in.
The reason why I said what I said.
But
The reason why I said what I
Well,
said is because
we only got 10 minutes to go.
No, we got more than that if you want to keep on going.
No, I'm
Keep
gonna end it at 2 because I got shit to go. I mean, if you guys want to keep going after I'm done, then you guys could go ahead and keep doing your thing. But I'm
Sherm show hijacked.
Psychesoap's like, nah, nigga, you ain't leaving. The fuck? What's going on here? You're
hostage situation, nigga.
Hostage.
Hijacked.
Psychesoap, man, I really gotta go,
You got
man.
the
Come on,
Forma
man.
force in the house.
Don't pull the trigger,
we
man. Come
have
on.
hijacked this.
Yeah, guys, I need to go. It's midnight here in Lisbon.
No, Dipen, stay here.
Hey,
Oh man. So
listen,
okay,
I don't know if
all
you
right,
have.
real quick,
I don't know
Dipen.
if you before he goes.
Go ahead,
if
Double I.
you have,
come back.
If you have Discord, Dipen, please friend
I
me on
have.
Discord.
What's your name?
Tico, if you can send it to him. I don't.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, Dipen, don't be a
if you-
stranger either, man. Come on back, man. Talk to us sometime, man.
Yeah, if you can
Yeah.
subscribe to our channels, man, that way we can stay in touch with you.
But more so, I definitely want to talk to you offline. Definitely, because I am interested in hearing your story.
Very.
Okay.
Always interested in talking to people on the other side of the planet, man. Especially where it's midnight right now. Like
Yeah,
that is
def.
so awesome.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Well, I mean, Sherm,
Bye.
you're always talking to me, and technically, you're always talking to somebody from the future. So.
Oh my
Oh wow!
So-
What did I tell you about these Northern Easterners?
I know. It's all about themselves, right?
Oh, you're from the future.
They're so competitive. Like Dipen. If you ever come to the United States of America, you'll realize that not all of us are the same. We're so different from different states or whatnot.
But
Like,
you know what? But
Guys
we're
from
all
Texas,
awesome. We're all awesome in our own way.
in our own way, but we also have our own shitheads too. You know,
Yeah.
Hey, I tried.
obviously with fucking California happening right now, fucking shitheads.
Wow, am I that bad?
No, because compared to fucking California, Massachusetts is a fucking paradise.
Yes, it
Yeah, it
is.
is.
The only thing
It is.
good about California right now is our rural areas. That's about it.
That's it. Yeah.
Our cities are fucking
Orange
garbage, dude.
County and shit like that. Fuck.
Like I'm thinking about moving out to California country. Like serious, it's getting that fucking bad in the cities.
I've already been looking for land out in fucking country. God
Do
damn,
it,
man.
please. It's so fucking stupid in the cities.
Shit, I was having a chat with another. Excuse me. I was a brother earlier today about buying a big fucking plot of land, like a couple hundred acres out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and just building a MiGTOW.
That would be all. It'd be like Slab City too.
Damn right.
Wow.
Have you guys ever heard of Slab? Have you guys ever heard of Slab City?
Yeah, I know about it actually from you, from live streams from last year.
Wait, I told you about Slab City?
You told me about it. You were saying because we were talking about.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was talking about trying to get the fuck out of here, and I was talking about the
That
only.
place is shit now, man.
It is. Wow. I heard it is now. I heard it's nothing like what it used to be. I mean, it was already shit before, but now it's like they're trying to build buildings and make you pay rent and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck? That completely defeats the purpose of Slab City. It's starting to turn into LA.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the indulgent attitude again that they can mark up stuff because there's so much to do and they basically they bet on you being completely indoctrinated to like buy it. Like the houses, for example, all the housing and the mansions and the shit that's out by the beach. That shit is expensive because you think that's cool.
Are you in California by any chance? You don't have to say specifically. You don't have to say specifically where you are, but if you are in California,
Jam is in California.
That's
man.
Yam.
I'm a starving artist, man. That's why I moved.
Yam is right here in Southern California.
Like,
dude. Sherm, later on when they lift this whole COVID thing, Yam and I are probably going to drive down to fucking San Diego and go to the zoo with you, bud.
Well, shit, I was thinking about all three of us go to Vegas if that's the case.
Fuck it, yeah, let's do it.
Because I've been wanting to go to Vegas for like the longest time.
Tico's gonna be flying in later on this
and then
year
next month, I was planning a trip to Boston so I could try some of this pizza.
Tico, aren't you flying in
I
soon?
wish I could get down. I got family out there.
But we gotta wait for fucking wait for Vegas to open up because Vegas is their fucking governor is
Vegas
retarded.
opens up, let's all have a little shindig.
Because that's where I want to go. I want to go to Vegas. I've never been to Vegas my entire adult life.
I'll be able to show you guys my project. I already started a nonprofit for veterans.
Oh God, I do not need to see how many skin people you've made out of people's feet.
No. No, dude, legit, man. I created
a fucking centipede.
No. I created a 501c3 nonprofit organization to help veterans reintegrate with society.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, so you're trying to out Psychesoap?
No. This was like several years ago that I created this, but
cool.
I've been doing it over the years. But my latest project, right before this whole coronavirus, was I bought a school bus from Hawaii, and I'm converting that motherfucker into.
Wait a second. How did the bus get from Hawaii to here?
Listen, man, did you know that there are absolutely no rest stops? I had to pee off the side of the No, seriously, it came in a boat.
Yeah,
I figured as much. I was just playing stupid.
You ship it down.
I was just playing stupid just to see what you were saying.
Let's just say it is not cheap to ship a bus.
I would imagine. I've heard many stories about people shipping their cars. Well, not from Hawaii, but to Hawaii, and that's a fucking arm and a leg.
Yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
It's expensive.
I wouldn't ship my car to Hawaii unless I moved to Hawaii. Or I would just say, fuck it, sell the car.
The good news is I didn't have to pay for it.
That's what they were going to do. That's what they were going to do.
I didn't have to pay for it, but the bus is in Vegas right now. So I haven't had a chance to. Yeah, so after the whole coronavirus and everything, so eventually.
When they locked down the states, did they lock down the borders to the states too?
No. I just don't want to go there and not be able to, go online and then be stuck, because they, how certain states say, like Hawaii, if you fly into Hawaii, you've got to quarantine for a certain amount of days. If you don't do that, they arrest your ass, like that guy from New York got arrested.
June and July. July, I got to take care of my tags, and in August, I got to take care of my ID. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but because have you heard about this Real ID shit?
Yeah, I already got one.
You do?
Not the same kind that you can get.
So you've already given yourself to the mark of the beast.
No. Not giving myself. I didn't have to do anything.
The mark of the beast.
What the fuck is this thing called a Real ID?
You haven't heard of it yet?
No. You never heard of it?
Trust me, when you have to redo your state ID, you're going to go into the DMV, and I can only assume that's where you're doing it in your state, but you'll go into the DMV, and they're going to preach up and down about Real ID. For like,
the funny thing about that is Pennsylvania never really enforced it. You can still get an old ID.
That's because Pennsylvania is the most gangster state ever, baby.
Yeah.
No, you know what it is? No, it's because Pennsylvania is a commonwealth, just like Massachusetts is.
And the sad part about that in Pennsylvania, sorry I took you out, Yam, but in Pennsylvania you could pretty much get you have the choice between getting Real ID and
Yam's in the blender.
Yeah, you had a choice between getting real ID or you have a choice between getting a regular ID. The regular ID pretty much almost looks like the real ID, but it doesn't have all the other security features on it like the real ID.
The
The funny thing about
holographs.
that, this is how gangster Pennsylvania is. They charge you the exact same price for the regular ID than they do for the real ID. That's how gangster Pennsylvania is. So when you get there, it's like, fuck it, I might as well just get the real ID if it's the same price.
So you're right about that. America's like everything in Hawaii costs twice or 3 times as more because of importing.
Do you know what? Yes, because they they fall under different taxation laws than everybody else in the states. So essentially, when goods get transported into America, they cannot go directly to Hawaii and then go to U.S. Main soil or mainland. Contiguous United States. The reason being they can only go directly to the contiguous United States, and then from there they can go to Hawaii. So think of that.
Which is why Hawaii sells a shit ton of tourism, because not a lot of things that are being imported from Hawaii these days, except for its beauty.
But another problem with that import of tourism, the problem with importing tourism is none of those dollars go to anyone on Hawaiian island natives. All that money is going to Washington.
Yeah, I was about to say, explain how that bullshit is possible. It's so stupid, but what he just said is the absolute truth. It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid that Hawaii gets like one of the more beautiful states that we have, one of the newer states that we have.
It is the most beautiful states, man.
Dude, I seen the sky.
Have you been to Hawaii? You've been to Hawaii?
No, I've never been to Hawaii. Believe it or not, I've been to Japan.
My God,
but the mother of my kid, she went to Hawaii, right? And she took a picture of the sky. Like it was very unintentional because she was just taking a picture of like the buildings or something like that. But I saw the sky, and I'm like, dude, I have never in my fucking life seen a sky that blue, that clear, that clean, that pristine. I almost want to go there and just go and just hold my breath until I'm back in San Diego. Like I don't.
Let me sketch.
I don't want to let it go. Say one thing. I just want to say one thing.
I don't want to close my eyes.
I noticed that ever since the COVID lockdown stuff, right? I noticed that they stopped the airplanes that go by with the chemtrails, and the sky has been much cleaner. They stopped chemtrailing. I've noticed ever since COVID.
Oh, not here in California.
Not here in California.
Not here in California.
So
they stopped chemtrailing here.
Let me.
I don't know if you.
The skies were clear for like a good. The skies here in California were clear for about a good 2 weeks.
Yeah, everybody's back in the air.
Yeah, everyone.
Private jets.
Yeah, everyone's
all
back.
These private jets are all over the fucking place.
Now, what were you saying about who's this guy, Mr. Farmer?
I don't know if you ever seen a YouTuber, Richie from Boston, but he covers a lot of it all the time. And I've actually even spoken to this guy in public, in real life, in public, outside.
I used to keep tabs on this guy named Tommy from the Bronx, but I haven't spoken to him. I don't even think he's on YouTube, really.
And he was, we were both talking about this, and it was like, the skies are much clearer and cleaner ever since COVID. Here, anyways.
Less
They're
pollution.
not chemtrailing.
Less
they're
smog.
not chemtrailing.
Well, that's what everyone was pinning it on Double I, is that there's less people on the road and there's less people flying around and all that out of fear or whatever. It's just less people doing it regardless.
So let me help you paint a clearer picture of Hawaii. So I was there before.
Brought up all the goddamn zigzags at the gas station.
Greta Thunberg.
So I was there before the crater collapse on the volcano that erupted, or kind of not erupted but spewed a little bit. That whole cliffside. There was a museum there, right? So I got pictures inside of that museum and everything, right? That day, I drove from that end of the island all the way to, I think it was the north end of the island, right? There's a wind farm, And along this wind farm, there's a beautiful path. It's like a gravel path. And I drove down that path. There's a parking lot at the end. You wouldn't know it unless, you look down that way as you were passing the wind farm. And so I went down the path with my girl, and we drove, basically all the way down to the end. And on the drive, the scene was absolutely out of a fucking movie. Let me tell you why. 'Cause you got these big fucking wind turbines on your right-hand side, they're scattered all over the fucking place. They look absolutely, inhumanely awesome, right? So that's that thing. You got this humongous sky in front of you, like you were describing. Yes, Hawaii's got this beautiful big fucking sky. I don't even know how to explain it. But then we were on a slight elevation, so we saw this torrent of ocean that was like in front of us, right? So there were waves. It was choppy. It was like the Northern Pacific, or not the Northern Pacific, but northern side of the island. And there was like a storm brewing. And inside of this storm, like for where we were in, sunlight and everything like that. But where the ship was, there was like a stormy weather, and you could see like a cloud, in the distance from it and everything like that. And you could see that the waves were being created by that storm. And then as you drove closer to it, you can see this ship is just having a hard ass time. Meanwhile, you're over here, birds chirping, wind turbines blowing. It was hard to put in words. I'll send you a picture of it one day. And that picture doesn't do it justice, but you got to go there. You absolutely have to go to Hawaii. Please, if you haven't visited Hawaii, go.
Like, I've been to Australia,
and that was on a big island. If you're wondering where it was,
I've been to Australia, and that basically that whole fucking continent is trying to kill you. Like, I kid you not. The most dangerous, the most venomous snakes are there. The most venomous spiders are there. The most venomous insects are there. Like, it's the whole continent is trying. They have dogs there that don't give a fuck about you. They just show up and like, hey, you got food? Oh, well, you are the food. Ha ha ha. They don't give a shit, dude. Yeah, dingoes. They are vicious little fuckers. They'll eat anything.
You always carry a fucking stick in Australia.
Kangaroos will fuck you up.
Yep.
Ever since the fires, I'm not sure how koala bears are doing, but dude, like, fuck. Australia is trying to kill you. It is the worst continent / island in terms of Mother Nature, in terms of animals, because I know some places that have worse weather, but the animals, they are trying to kill you. Every one of them. They know they're better than you, too. That's the thing. The spiders, no. I had a spider walk up to me when
especially the kangaroos.
Dude, I had a spider walk up to me. I just got through doing PT in the military. Sitting down.
Are really territorial.
Big fucking spider. It was a female
some
spider.
Of the most territorial creatures.
Walked up to me, dude. It's like, yo, are you lost? Honey, I think we have another lost tourist. Are you lost, sir?
Get him.
Do you want me to help you find? Because if you don't leave this area, I'm gonna have to eat you and your entire family. And I know your family's not here in Australia, but I'll jump on the plane and go find your family and kill them too.
That's what dangerous they are, huh? Wow.
Dude, horrible.
That is one good thing about America. We don't have any crazy ass fucking spiders like that.
We have the tarantula hawk. That's a pretty big fucking wasp.
Yeah, but it doesn't go after, small children or anything like that.
It goes after tarantulas. Now, what will go after small children? I think America's even brought it up. The fucking murder hornet.
yeah, it would.
No,
the murder hornet, yes!
Kill it.
Murder hornet. Fuck!
That would be the mascot at MiGTOW University. The MiGTOW Murder Hornets.
The MiGTOW Murder Hornets.
Give me an
Oh yeah, did I tell you guys that it was a
G.
bumblebee? It was a bumblebee that was in the house. It was a big, huge bumblebee.
I knew it. I figured
as much.
Yeah, it was a big, huge bumblebee.
So it was that.
Oh my God!
It was that that tactical
It's
zoom,
just that
right?
I fell victim to the propaganda of the murder hornet.
Yeah.
I'm pushing up my baby bumblebee. Oh my mommy.
C is for cookie.
That's bullshit. Oh no.
I don't think that the bumblebees will allow the murder hornets here, because if I know Bostonian bees, they're gonna see this Asian hornet and they're gonna say, "Hey, Bob, look at this. This guy thinks he's better than us." Kidney, and they'll attack him. So I think I'll
They'll
be safe.
petition the Murder Hornet out.
It'll be a fucking crazy twist at the end, like The Departed.
I'm telling you, if I get to Washington State by the end of this summer, I will guarantee I'm going to take a murder hornet and mount it right on, as a hood ornament for my bus. Just saying.
Stay away from those things. Oh my God.
I want one.
No, stay away from that damn thing. Please.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and part my leave. I gotta go. Got people's calling on me and shit. So, God damn it.
Whoa.
I know.
Oh.
But keep in mind, I definitely will be back next Monday. Hopefully around the same time. I do want to kind of do it earlier though. But I'll probably end up texting Tico and say, "Hey, let's do it at 12, nigga. Let's go. Let's be ready to do it. We got the boys here." But if you guys want to keep on going and you guys want to keep on, doing the live stream thing.
This was the Tru Sherm show for you, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, we're going to be doing because Tico ain't in here, I'm going to do it, right? It says a table, flip.
Yeah,
man.
I gotta call this guy.
Well, see, I gotta
call this guy back because I gotta call Mr. Lee, talk to him.
Well, that's a good thing about Tru Sherm's Relentless is that it's not all about Tru Sherm. Sometimes it's also about his friends. The gentleman.
It's all about Tru Sherm.
It's all about Tru Sherm, brother. It's all about Tru Sherm. It's a Sherm.
If you guys want to keep on going, that is entirely up to you. It's entirely up to Tico Trend. I'll leave it in his hands. But in terms of Tru Sherm's Relentless, I am Tru Sherm, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys check out each of our channels here. If you guys want me to make more Red Pill content or MiGTOW content, please let me know. And I will
make it. We're letting you know.
Hey,
make it.
All right. Okay.
Make it.
All right.
Dude, more games, more GTA. I want you to see. Dude, please do more GTA.
Well, I'm getting ready to. Yes.
Yeah, before you go, I just wanted to say, I had a day off today, and I was expecting a mini Sherm show, like always, and no mini Sherm show this afternoon.
Yeah,
I'm a little
there's no mini
disappointed.
Sherm show either.
I look forward to the mini Sherm show.
And I told Q this that I'm actually starting to work on my mixtape right now. So when I do that, and plus I think I released enough mini Sherms to kind of get the point across that this whole coronavirus thing is bullshit. Not entirely, but I think most people are kind of catching on to it. So I got to find something else to fight for in the mini Sherm show, because the mini Sherm show is kind of like news and things like that.
Yeah, that's what I like. It's like the news. Would you like any? So you're working on your new mixtape. I don't know. You're working on your mixtape. You're working on your new mixtape. Is there any way that I could get back on the production of this mixtape like last time?
Yeah, dude, just send me send me a beat.
Wait. Do you just do beats, or do you also do like vocals?
Sometimes I do
all the music,
mainly
all
just
the
vocals, but yeah, I do beats sometimes too.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah,
What is he screaming in the back? What is he doing?
He's so fucking awesome.
Hold on, where did Mr. Forma just go? What did he just say before he left?
Forma's in the wind.
Oh my god.
We ran away. We ran away.
Yeah, so now that this now that this COVID shit is kind of like, I honestly believe I took a major W with this COVID shit. Like everything I said was gonna happen, virtually, like I called it on spot. Every single moment, like it's at the point where Joe Rogan is even talking about moving to Texas. So you guys go watch my mini Sherm shows in terms of talking about this COVID shit. I swear to God, 80% of what I was talking about was spot the fuck on. I know I'm wrong in some areas, but nigga, it had no choice but to be some stupid ass shit that they were going to use innately. Exactly, Shinobi. Certificate of vaccination ID. Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's what that bullshit's all about. But I gotta go. Come to my channel, Tru Sherm. Check out everyone here. And I gotta go, guys. I'll be back next week.
Definitely check out Tru Sherm. He needs some more subs. Definitely check his ass out.
If you guys want to, I definitely, the more the merrier. But Psychesoap is. But I'll check you guys out next week. Peace out.
See you, buddy.
Pleasure having you as always. Everybody do their outros.
I will.
But look, we ain't gonna do no long diatribe stuff. We're just gonna do the regular outros we do on our daggone channels. No more long no more long diatribe stuff. Do the regular outros y'all do on y'all channels. Because I'm getting tired of Karen dragging my shit out for like 12 hours or shit like that. My live streams be sitting there in like limbo for like 16, 17 hours for no reason. So we're gonna do our regular outros. That way Karen doesn't have nothing to talk about. So do your regular outros on your channels.
Come on, Karen.
Tico, Karen hurt you.
Yeah, she does. She holds my fucking live streams for like 16 hours. Fuck her.
Karen, this is Baron. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Baron, I predicted a lot of the red pill shit. I predicted all of that shit. I take credit for all of it. And so go watch the older videos. It's like videos from 2 months ago where I was saying, you guys are going to be shut down and alone and everything. And so, I was 100% right. And if you want to hear me be 100% right, go look at my channel.
Next person.
100% right. Share this video. Subscribe to Facebook. You got it.
He says he's singing it this time.
I'll go next. Go fuck you. Fuck your face. So listen, Karen, since you're listening this long, I just want you to know, over on my channel, I break down exactly what the black pill is all about. And so far, I've been right. Everything so far up until 2020 has been to the point. So come check it out, karensfucked.com.
Oh, good lord. I said do y'all normal outros on y'all channels.
Oh, no.
God,
I don't do one.
I did one.
True, you don't.
Mine was normal.
Go ahead, MiGTOW to win.
All right, this is MiGTOW to win. Don't get something, freaking don't let Karen fuck your channel or it's already too late. Signing off.
All right, y'all have a blessed evening. Hopefully this uploads in under an hour or two. I'm getting tired of my shit sitting on limbo for like 16 fucking hours. Fuck you, Karen. Fuck you, Susan. So y'all have a blessed day and have a good night, basically.
Fuck you, Karen.